I'm cold. I had 3 days of being in 70 and sunny weather.
Alright, let's try this shit again. Should be good.
The gun selection is cool in this game. I couldn't care about the gun selection because there's, like, when I go to hit the box, there's only a single weapon that I'm hitting for. I do not care about any other weapon other than one specific one.
The Raigoon.
Yep. Okay, but listen, to Cold War's credit, this is the one game where the ray gun is so fun to use and it's so powerful. Like, this is the most fun game to use the ray gun by far. Do you prefer hands-only CPR or mouth-to-mouth? Neither. You're supposed to use either a face shield or a pocket mask, some sort of protective device. Mouth-to-mouth is not advised. Compression-only CPR or hands-only CPR, they do talk about in the course, but it's sort of like you should only be doing that if you are unable or unwilling to give breaths. And I always say, like, the outcomes are worse if you do compression-only CPR, but it is also better than doing nothing.
I said 38 hours.
Am I going back already? Hold on. Do we gotta pay for your CPR advice? No, my CPR advice for you is always free. I will teach anyone CPR free of charge. I only charge for processing the certifications. And the reason I say that is because I'm just a firm believer that CPR is one of those things that everybody should know. Like, they should be teaching it in schools. They should... Like, it should be more widely taught. It should be more widely known. Because 90% of cardiac arrest scenarios happen outside of the hospital. Any more BO2 anytime soon? Yeah, I'm interested in playing Buried soon. And also, I guess we'll see.
Did you see that video I posted that I sent in your server?
Which one?
From Mozio.
I didn't end up watching it.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Okay, there's one there. There's one here. There's one there. I'm pretty sure the fourth is, like, down here. Yeah, okay. And then the final one... Oh, it's right there.
You like my Insta strat?
I do. Do I teach
It's
CPR
pretty
in the
nice.
city? Yes.
With Wraith Fires.
What are you thinking of doing on Buried? I would love to go for a 255 on Buried. It's
I'm
just,
probably
I don't
gonna do
want to start that immediately, because I know that's going to be a really long-term project.
And it's boring as fuck.
Oh, wait, I'm just remembering, I didn't need to buy Juggernog. Don't I get free Juggernog from Coffin Dance?
Oh, like, almost always, I think, yeah.
I think it's 100%
I think it's
of
like
the
not.
time. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's like, I can't remember if it's actually like guaranteed or...
What do you think people will vote as the next map? I think Verrucht is very likely to win. Okay, here's what I decided.
We won.
By the way, the Mob of the Dead video I think will be out tomorrow. I'm just waiting to hear back from the thumbnail guy who hasn't responded in a little bit. That worries me, but... I think that some people are going to maybe accuse me of like, oh, you kind of like screwed over the Verrucht vote because they were like basically tied, and then I put it to a different vote. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna pin the comment, but I am going to comment Verrucht BO1 on my own video. And if my comment becomes the most liked, then I'll play it. But also there's a possibility that something else wins. And if something else wins, I'll play that.
We need you to play some BO4. BO4 guides would be cool. Because people do some crazy shit on that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to play BO4. Should I go for the free DIE? I guess I should, right? Is the Megaton gonna spawn? Yeah.
You going for 935 here?
I think so.
You think so?
It's generally the plan.
I would go for a 935 on Cold War if it wasn't, like, impossible for me to.
Oh. Really like Cold War. It was a fun arcadey zombies games. Just wish the ones after weren't like it. Yeah, I agree. Like, Cold War is fun because it's so easy. Here's what I said. I said this earlier, but like I think I can summarize it in this way, which is the modern games all have a fundamental flaw of they are all way too easy. There's no difficulty scaling as the rounds get higher. So all high rounds is just like don't die, but also if you die you have unlimited downs. And like and you know, it's easy. But Cold War is fun because there are cheese strats and there is a fastest strategy on every map, but you can just kind of play however you want and like be able to get to a high round and have a good time, you know? Whereas Black Ops 6, you can't really play however you want. It's more... I gotta move the box. I gotta get fire sales. You can't really play how... Oh, wait. I also want to go for the DIE. So let's do that. It's more like the only way to high round reasonably is to use the cheese strats. And that sucks. Beginning of terrible zombies. Hey, Mad Dog. Isn't there a 935 first room? Yes. Is there a 935 first room on every map on this mode? I'm not sure.
No, I don't think so.
Definitely Forsaken, definitely D-Machine. I don't know about the other two. Maybe Mad Dog would know. Mauer has one, not Firebase C. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, neither Mauer. So only D-Machine and Forsaken? Oh, I gotta gather some zombies. Yeah, point being, like, listen, Cold War was easy, but it was like so easy that you can kind of have fun playing however you like, you know? Like, you can do any strategy you want and get to round 100 and have a good time. You can train, you can camp, you can use score streaks, you can use field upgrades, you can... Like, anything you want to do can get you to a high round. There is a best strategy at any given time, but, like, do whatever you want. Whereas Black Ops 6, a lot of strategies, like training just isn't very good. And the only way to get to high rounds is the cheese strats. And that kind of sucks. I want to move the box really quick. Cold War doesn't hide the fact that it's casual. I also think that Cold War's upgrade system is a better system than the augment system for Black Ops 6. Because Black Ops 6, it's sort of has the problem of instead of just like, okay, here are the upgrades, and the more you play, the more you upgrade, and then eventually you unlock all the upgrades and you're happy. Black Ops 6 sort of gives you like way too many choices for like what upgrades you can choose to use at any given time. And it's just kind of a hassle to deal with the augment system in that game. Vanguard's perk system is the best modern perk system we've had, by far.
Because you actually upgrade it in-game every time.
I also think that Cold War's armor system is way better than the games that came after it. Where's the box? Listen, trust me, I prefer games that don't have an armor system, but at the same time, Cold Wars did not feel nearly as clunky as Black Ops 6's. And it's very interesting that, like, Black Ops 6's armor system was so clunky that they literally had to add an augment to Vulture Aid to completely reverse what they did. Yeah, I really prefer... Everyone who liked for your boy Jordan. Thank you, JP. I really prefer, what was I gonna say? I want that Carpenter. That's a rude spot for you to spawn. What I was gonna say is I really prefer games where you don't have to deal with, like, unlocking stuff outside the game. I don't like the whole earn crystals and then use those crystals to upgrade, or, like, however the augment system works. I much prefer if it's, like, a true roguelike where every single time you die, you lose everything. Every single time you load in, you have nothing. I think it just makes the games much more interesting. And I also think, like, you know, it's sort of what gives Black Ops 1 and 2 the charm of, like, you know, when I was younger, like, I say this from the experience of, like, when I was in elementary school and middle school, I know, I was that young when Black Ops 1 came out. And when I played Black Ops 1, I was in 5th grade when that came out. All of my friends played Call of Duty Zombies. It was like the #1 game. It was as big as Fortnite was. It was massive.
Yeah. We were all so excited for every DLC coming out too.
Yeah.
Especially for Black Ops 2 during that time.
To me, it was just sort of like charming in a way that me and my friends would, like, grind, and we would get all the way to round 30 or all the way, like, we never made it to round 40.
Like 35 would be like a crazy game. Like, dude, I got to round 37 once on 3P.
Did I just get an artillery?
The classic artillery strike. Imagine calling it an artillery strike on Ancient Evil.
I forgot I should get Speed Cola, because I can hit the box faster. Speed Cola's got the time slip in this game.
Maybe that's the problem with modern map design. They're designed around kill streaks being usable on them.
Kill streaks, I think. Score streaks, kill streaks, whatever. I also think
Yeah,
an extremely flawed system. Let me get speed cola. That also it also recharges my field upgrade faster. My ring of fire. I forgot about both of those. But like, yeah, I'm saying when I was growing up playing Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, it was like, oh my god, I got such a good run. I got the Thunder Gun early. I got to round 35, like, and it felt rewarding to have a really good run, and it felt more disappointing to kind of lose everything as soon as you died, you know? It felt like it was more engaging because you had to start with nothing, get good luck, play well in the early rounds, and like really work your way up to...
You had to lock in on those early rounds too, you could die so easily.
Yeah. Black Ops 3 to me was the first game that ruined that, and that has to do with Gobblegums. Gobblegums were the first system that, like, hey, you unlock this, yeah, you unlock it in the game, but like you are really unlocking Gobblegums outside of the game because you unlock Liquid Diviniums in game and then you get the Gobblegums. And being able to spawn in with a ton of Gobblegums made the game a lot less interesting, which is of course amplified by the fact that Gobblegums are extremely strong. They're really overpowered. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, and then I don't want Mule Kick yet, because...
What's up, Ethan?
I want to just have 2 perks.
This run is pretty tough. Like 20 hours faster right now.
I think that classic Elixirs did a really good job of like toning down the Gobblegum system a lot in a way that actually felt balanced. But then they added a bunch of Mega Elixirs that like broke things again.
I don't know why I hit that, but it's too late. Definitely not gonna add you on Discord. The fuck is going on?
666 salvage. Oh, right. Oh, understandable.
Stream is lagging. It's probably my stream lagging, but as long as it's somewhat watchable still. Looks good on my end right now. It was lagging earlier. I had to stop streaming for a little bit to wait for my internet to like fix itself.
Oh, right. Shit.
Shit.
I'm just slowly remembering how to play this game. CJ Santa posted a video that I didn't get a chance to watch yet, but the title of the video, or something like, early rounds aren't hard anymore, or something,
yeah.
and And without watching it, I get the feeling that I know what he's going to say, and I get the feeling that I'm going to agree with a lot of what he said.
Yeah.
Did I just lose my fucking DIE shockwave? Oh my god. I lost the shock. I hate how inconsistent
What's
it
up,
is.
friends? Play blood. What the fuck?
I didn't mean to throw a decoy there. Oh, oops. You know what's weird? I haven't played Cold War since Black Ops 6 released, and I'm genuinely not used to not having to hold Y to refill my armor.
It's weird how they made the armor system worse. In that way, like, gotta make it Warzone-ified, right?
Yeah. The armor system was fine in this game.
I don't know.
Like,
It was
I mean,
lagging, but it looks good now.
I say fine as in, like, I hated the armor system, but the armor system was perfectly functional in this game. Do I hear a megaton? I feel my controller, like, vibrating with giant footsteps. I can't tell if that's a megaton.
It's like me when a werewolf's coming. It's funny I'm playing like the map that you hate the most, but it's not that bad in hardcore, right?
I mean,
it's not as
hardcore
bad
makes
at
it
least.
significantly
It's not
better.
as bad. Yeah, it's nowhere near as bad. And it's faster, technically. Like, my total game SPH to 240 was like 7.4. So my instas are faster than normal rounds, so like, in theory it's... You can get a higher round on hardcore than normal, which invalidates Wilda's video. You remember that video he did?
Yes.
What SPH did he even have in that? I can't even remember. I think it was in the 6s though, right?
Something like that. I
Oh,
had
it's the
an
end of the round.
interesting video idea, which
I'm on 244.
the video idea is just all the ways a zombies game can end. And I would just talk about, like, okay, you know, first of all, you can die. You can quit out. You can disconnect. You can exfil. And then I'm going to talk about, like, you know, reset. I'm going to talk about certain errors. I'm going to talk about other things that I can't think of. I think that'd be an interesting concept.
Yeah, it's crazy or not for slow you down on that game, but he's still playing it. He has such an insane average. Like, he had a 548 100 on Ascension.
I also need to do... There's so many videos that I really need to get working on. One of which is ranking every power-up in zombies.
Ranking every power up. Did you see the ranking every perks video?
Which one?
From Easy P40.
No, I didn't, actually.
It's pretty good. I actually I didn't know that PhD slider recharges from you sliding. That's what recharges it. I was like, oh shit.
I'm surprised you didn't know.
And the Wraithfire time slip time is 42 seconds. I thought it was 45, but
It goes from... Do you want to age so much better compared to nearly every other installment? Yeah. Get double tap. How did Cold War ruin zombies? Score streaks. Every weapon in the game being overpowered. The 935 cap being so easy that every single map has like 50 of them.
50 of them.
The fact that there's only 4 maps in this game, for one. Which is wild because of how much people loved this game and didn't like Outbreak.
Oh, didn't a nuke spawn on me earlier? That's right.
Cold War round cap is 935.
So is BO4.
Cold War was goated with the sauce. I mean, that's what I was saying. Is like, listen, it had a lot of features that ruin zombies, but in some ways, it's just kind of like it's fun because of how easy it is. You know, it feels much more satisfying than Black Ops 6 or Black Ops 7. I'm not even paying attention to what round I'm on, and that's mostly because I'm genuinely not used to looking at the top right to see the round number.
What about looking at that top left?
That I can get more used to just because chat is on the left side of my monitor. But looking at the top right to see the round number so far away.
It's so clutch that the trap works on insta-kill rounds on this map. Because it doesn't actually kill the zombies. Like, it doesn't do infinite damage. Like, it sucks for the normal rounds, but, like, it's goated because, like, it works pretty well in Master Bedroom. Like, it does kill them a little bit faster than if I had to shoot them, so.
2-hit down system is not aged well in classic zombies. I think it's fine.
I think it's perfectly fine.
Oh, and hi, thank you for the sub. I will say, I'm also not really opposed to the 3-hit system from Black Ops 3. I'm just opposed to other things from Black Ops 3. I think 3 hits without Jug is perfectly reasonable, and maybe 2 hits can be a little punishing at times, but...
Just gotta know what you're doing, and works pretty well.
Yeah. Okay, next round is round 30. I'm gonna save a zombie at the end of next round. Oh, or I can just pull a ray gun right here, surely. What? Yeah, listen, 2-hit, I think, for some players, it is punishing in the early game, and I can really understand that. I don't have a problem with it, but like the more experience you get, the less it's gonna be a problem. 3-hit I think is fine, but also at the same time I do agree, like the 2-hit's not that bad when you consider like it on most maps it's not that difficult to find Jug, you know.
You can get it by like round 5 or 6 on most maps.
Maybe people will complain like, oh, Jug is too far away on Call of the Dead or something, but... Okay, I need to save a zombie. And we're gonna spend 70,000 points on the box to get a ray gun. Oh, fuck. That's like the worst time that a Megaton could have spawned. I want to try to save a zombie, which is why I'm... Oh, that brain rot's gonna kill all of them.
Quack-a-doodle-doo.
All right, another take. I don't know if we agree or not. Megaton was the most recent, actually well balanced and interesting boss. Every other boss that has been released since then is either way too easy or a pain in the ass, and there's no in between. Oh, fuck.
Did he snuss you up?
No, I accidentally ended the round.
Oh, what round are you on?
31. Ray gun right here? Perfect.
You still don't have a ray gun, damn.
Turn on that rampage inducer. I don't
There's a
care for
werewolf.
rampage inducer. Alright, let me finish this round. What about Krasny Soldat? Okay, yeah, I'll give you that one, actually. Megaton is booty cheeks. Well, he's quite easy to deal with if you have Ring of Fire. I just wasn't using Ring of Fire because I wanted to try to not end the round.
What are the chances this werewolf just spawned a max?
What about pre-patched boss enemy from Shinonuma? Oh, fuck. From Shinonuma Reborn? You mean Zabella? What's up with Zabella?
Oh, it's a fire sale. God damn it.
Right. Let's hit the box. Grinding for points in every BO1 zombie spawn room is hard.
What?
No.
No, it's not.
Just buy the M14.
No.
I also need to make a video where I don't know how to phrase the video, but it's basically gonna be like, hey, if you're shooting the zombie's legs 8 times to try to farm points, like you're wasting time. Where's the box? It's underground. Spawn room is hard because of its tight corners. Yeah, but you can leave the spawn room with like
leave
7,000 points by round 4.
Yeah, you leave. Yeah, you leave it around 4, and you have like at least 5 grand.
All right, ray gun, combat bow. I guess technically I need a new war machine, so I'll just trade it out. I remember when you can only get 4 perks. But here's the thing. On almost
That's only
every
true
map,
on Kino and 5.
that's only true on
And
Kino
the
5
World
and
of War.
Mob.
Yeah.
Every other map that has more than 4 perks has a way to get more than 4 perks.
Transit.
Yeah, transit's not realistic, is it?
You can't. Like, it's not possible, I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's literally not possible.
I think it's possible if you get insanely lucky teleports, right?
I don't know. What does it stay for? Like 45 seconds or 60 seconds?
I don't... 90 seconds at most. I don't remember the exact number. I know I have a video on it.
On why it's not good.
Yeah, well, that was in my Tombstone video, where I was like,
Yeah.
hey, this is how long it takes before it disappears.
Because we did our game where we were testing it, right?
Yeah. In that footage, we were using a mod menu, and you were just running around as the Juggernog machine. And I remember Wonderful commented, he goes, oh, that's so cool. I love how the Juggernog machine can just protect your tombstone.
Yeah.
Wait, is that inside of Noct? Inside of this building? Well, here's the thing. I think that the old system was significantly better. I don't think you should just be able to buy all the perks. The reason why I say that is every single map had a way to get more than 4 perks, other than a couple exceptions. Kino and 5, which, again, weren't originally designed for more than 4, plus, let's be honest, there's one perk that you shouldn't buy, or one perk that you shouldn't have if you're going for a record. You know what I mean? I got the TIE Shockwave back. Okay. But what I liked about that system, every single map that had more than 4 perks, you could only buy 4 initially, but by doing some sort of quest or doing some sort of thing in the game, you were able to obtain more perks. And I thought that was a really good system. The reason why I think that is that if you survive a long time, if you're able to do whatever the thing is without going down, killing George, the monkeys, you know, whatever, then you could get all the perks on the map. I guess the Moon is the trickiest one, but like Moon, it's possible. Also, you could do the Easter egg on Moon, not on Solo, but you know. Every single map ever, other than a couple, have ways to get all the perks. But at the same time, if you do go down, you are punished by saying, okay, well, for the time being, now you have to choose which 4 perks are most important to you. Which are the 4 perks that you want to get back immediately, and which other perks are you fine with getting back later? And I think that's significantly better. If every map has 4 perk limit, but also a way to get all of them. Killing George is perfect. Flipping drops on Shang is perfect. QED's not my favorite. Like, even what they did on Die Rise and Buried Die Rise and Buried, I think, made it in some ways very easy to get all the perks, if almost a little bit too easy to get all the perks. But at the same time, like, it's a good system because it's pretty easy to survive with 4 perks, and then you can get your 5th, 6th, and 7th perk back within a few rounds. And it just kind of disappoints me that people always complain like, oh, there's a perk limit. I'm like, there never was. I hate how in Shang you really got to nail down the patterns. The power-ups rotate when stolen from the monkeys. It's not that difficult. At least for me, I can do it like 100% of the time, just because I'm a musician and I have extremely good sense of tempo. So I can tell you like exactly how long it'll be. What is that, a fucking napalm strike? Can I get a ray gun, please? Can I get a ray gun on this next hit? If you have a bad sense of rhythm, it is harder to get the perks on Shang. But, like, I think once you get the timing down, it's very easy. Alright, can I get a ray gun, please? This is another thing that I hate about this game. They made the ray gun too rare. I did not have a problem with the older games where every weapon is equally likely. I think it makes it just
I don't have fucking time slip shit.
I think it makes it just easy enough, but also just difficult enough to get the one weapon you care about. That's what I always talk about, is like, in order to make the box balanced, you want it to be a gamble. But also at the same time, you have to keep in mind that, what's it called?
Oh.
That, like, when people are hitting the box, they're not hitting the box saying, oh, I wonder what weapon I'm gonna get. They're hitting the box looking for the one weapon they care about.
Ice zombie fucked me.
Does every weapon have the same odds for the most part? I was arguing with someone on Reddit yesterday, because somebody posted on Reddit saying, oh my god, why is the wave gun so rare on Moon? This is ridiculous. And I said, and I commented, I was like, listen, I get your frustration, but, you know, oh, there's my ray gun. See, I just spent 30,000 points looking for the one weapon I care about, being the ray gun. I don't care about any other weapon in the box, I'm just hitting for that. And I thought when you make the ray gun so rare that I have to literally save a zombie and spend 40,000 points on the box, it just interrupts the flow of the gameplay. And I don't like that. Mark II is more rare on Black Ops 2. Mark II is equal to 1/3 of the probability of every other weapon. Or are you talking about the Reddit? Okay, so no, so he posted saying like he was angry that he was playing Moon and he couldn't get the wave gun for the life of him. And I was like, yeah, man, I get it. It sucks. You know, RNG can often not be in your favor, but the odds of, and I said, the odds of getting every weapon is equal to every other weapon, especially for Moon. And he goes, no, they changed it after the Zombies Chronicles patch release. They actually made the wave gun more rare. And I was like, no, they didn't. And here's my video explaining why. And then he responded, he's like, nah, Nah, you're just saying that, but me and my friends swear that we have a harder time getting the wave gun. And I'm like, well, your argument is you and your friends swear it's this way, and my argument is I went into the code and I showed exactly where I showed what I'm talking about.
What the facts are.
And I was like, listen, here's the other thing to keep in mind that somebody pointed out in the comments of that video, which I think is a really good point, is if anything, the wonder weapon is always the last weapon you get. You will hit the box over and over and over again until you get the wonder weapon. And the reason the wonder weapon is always the last weapon you get is because as soon as you get it, you stop hitting the box.
Like, that's what you're hitting for, so...
I'm trying to remember what weapon I normally get as my second weapon. I think it's a wall weapon close by. Not that.
Isn't it like the PP90 equivalent? Whatever it is on Cold War?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I can just kind of go for anything. I might even just go for this MP5. Which is better, Cold War or Black Ops 7? Cold War, and it's not even close. Why does the ray sound so deep in this game? I don't know. The ray gun genuinely is really satisfying to use in this game. Like, it's one of the things I truly give Cold War credit for, is they actually, for the first time, made the ray gun feel so powerful and feel like, oh yeah, this is the best weapon in the game. Which people believe about earlier games, but like...
It's not really the case.
It's not the case in the way that most people think. Look for a decent wall weapon to use. I usually like the bullfrog, but I don't think that's on the wall on this map. It's on the wall on Forsaken. That's my go-to. Your game is paused at the end of 101 right now. What map are you playing?
Oh, it's the end of the round. Is there another werewolf? Yes, there is.
I'm gonna hold this zombie real quick, and I'm gonna decide what I want my other weapon to be, so that I can buy a mule kick. Do I want the M16? Do I want, what's this? XM4? Good enough. Alright. Do the XM4. We'll come back to finish upgrading this. I also want to see if I can roll for a better attachment than this. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, this is fine. Can't you just pause and apply a loadout? I don't have any loadouts preset. I never bothered because there's genuinely just no reason to. Like the attachments you have on your weapons just don't really matter that much.
So I am 20 hours and 7 minutes faster.
It's pretty good.
It's a little bit faster, right? Just somewhat.
All right, now we're almost set up. I just have to finish pack-a-punching, but the setup on this map is really not that unreasonable.
You know what's funny?
What?
It's gonna be like the third record on BO4 where it's like I'll destroy the record time-wise, and or like the way you avoid something like on tag. But it's like tag 9 and Dead of the Night. Because my 300 time was faster than the 255 on 9.
Maybe the ray gun in World at War is the worst one. I would say the ray gun in World at War
It's
is
pretty good.
better than like Black Ops 3
Because of
and
dog
4.
rounds. The health of the zombies in general in World at War because of dog rounds just makes the ray gun pretty good. Like the ray gun on Doris can kill in the 60s, like pretty damn good because their health is only in the 50s still.
BO2 ray is the same as BO1. Yeah, BO2 and BO1's ray guns are pretty much identical. It's sad that this is still the best modern zombies game. Yeah. I mean, yeah, in terms of the damage, they are the same from World at War through BO3, but like in terms of the utility, I don't know about BO4 I think changed the damage a little bit, but in terms of the utility, like BO3 and BO4 have the worst ray guns. BO7 Zombies has potential. No, it doesn't.
What?
Sorry to say. BO7 has that personality and class to it.
What?
What personality exactly?
That Warzone personality?
The personality of you just load in and get to 999 your first time ever playing because of how completely unbalanced it is. Yeah, I'll never forgive Treyarch for how much they nostalgia baited. Like, hey, the original crew's coming back. And just completely defaced their what happened to them at the end of Tag or Toten. I do agree that not having a dedicated crew in Cold War was a bad thing. I think they handled it better in Black Ops 6, but not as well. Because, like, in Black Ops 6, the characters don't really have that much personality. At least, like, even for the dedicated crew, they're just, like, not memorable at all. Alright, let's pack a punch one final time, and that's it. Is there an actual difference of playing with the crew operators or not in BO6? The dedicated crew has like map-specific quotes referring to Easter egg steps and interacting with other characters. whereas the non-dedicated crew just like is like they act like they do in Cold War, where they're just like tango down, enemy eliminated. All right, I'm fully set up. Now begins this part of the game.
How do you beat Keynote or Toten?
I agree that having a dedicated crew makes the story more engaging for the player, except the crew just needs to be interesting to play as, which on Black Ops 7 or on Black Ops 6 they're just not. And on Black Ops 7, it seems like the only characters that I ever see people playing as are Nikolai, Richtof, and Dempsey and Takio. And even so, they're kind of a shell of their former selves. Yeah, that's another thing. Take any old zombies map from Black Ops 1 through 4, put it onto modern zombies, including Cold War, you will instantly ruin that map. Like, it will not be a good map. How did I just ping there? What did I hit?
Bust it.
All the zombies gonna go cause of PhD.
PhD. Flapper.
I love how they kept the same PhD song for this game, even though it's PhD Slider.
So when are you playing Dead of the Night Hardcore?
That's a very funny one.
You gotta get the flawless record.
A spare account. Did we beat the Call the Dead world record? No, not yet.
Next week.
Take to reach
Or
from 100 on this map. I mean, you can do it in under 2 hours, but I am bad, so it'll be under 3 hours. D-Machine, the first Modern Zombies map they released, is still the best Modern Zombies map. I think D-Machine is the second best map that they've released since D-Machine. The best being, Mauer. The only reason people like Liberty Falls is because Liberty Falls feels like more of a return-ish to what we had before. Where
Liberty
it's
Balls.
simple and effective, you know? Do I see a Gersh device in the ground, or am I hallucinating? I haven't seen one yet. Those are really rare. Hope everyone had a good Valentine's Day. Yeah, that's a good point. Happy belated Valentine's Day, everyone. Yeah, listen. I will fundamentally disagree with people that say that Black Ops 6 or Black Ops 7 is a good game. I think that's just objectively not true. But you are allowed to have fun. Like, if that's what you like, go for it. I just think that it's like... I just think that it has fundamentally ruined what Zombies was about. That doesn't mean that nobody's allowed to enjoy it. Black Ops 6 and 7, best we got since BO3. No.
What?
Black Ops 4 and Cold War are both better.
Yeah. Then BO6 and 7. Most people wouldn't agree that BO4 is better than BO3, even though I do.
I've said this a lot.
I think BO4 is a more interesting game than BO3. And people say BO3 is so good because of Chronicles, but the Chronicles maps just aren't very good.
All of the Chronicles
Like,
maps,
more than way
part,
more than half of them aren't very good. Like, they're worse than the originals.
the Chronicles maps are either equal to or worse than the original. There's no Chronicles map that is better than its original counterpart.
Yeah. BO3 Varrock is
What
probably
makes
better
Cold
than
War
BO1
better than
Varrock,
Black Ops
but
6 and 7? Two things. One, on Black Ops Cold War,
it's not
I've said
forced
this
online.
Are you high? No. I will be later tonight. I actually have been sober for the last 9 days. Which,
You
I
aren't
know
gonna
that not
bring
all of
shit
you
on the
know me,
cruise
but
like
that's
that.
kind of a lot for me. And the reason why is because when my grandmother booked the cruise that we went on, we booked it through the casino because we both gamble, and they told us, yeah, you will have free drinks on the cruise.
Yeah.
And then we get on the cruise, and they were like, oh, sorry.
You get
they
like
didn't
one
mark
free
that
drink
on
a
your...
day. Oh.
No, they were like, sorry, they didn't mark that on your thing. You have to pay for your drinks. And we were like, but
What the fuck,
casino's
bro?
the one who gave us this trip. And they were like, oh, you got to talk to the casino host. So we talked to the casino host, and she's like, sorry, you haven't been on this cruise line in like 2 years. So like you lost all of your status, and you got to like play to earn it all back.
What the fuck,
Except the reason why we haven't been on that cruise line is because my grandfather was sick for a little over 2 years, and my grandmother didn't take any vacations. She was taking care of him. This is the first real vacation that we've been on since he passed, which was back in September, but... And so we didn't get free drinks. So I paid for some drinks. I paid for a drink the first night. I paid for a couple drinks. The fun thing, I was on the cruise for the Super Bowl, so it was actually cool. Like, they were like, yeah, we're not even gonna like have a comedy show or like a big production the day of the Super Bowl. They literally just opened up the big theater on the ship and just played the Super Bowl on the projector. And it was honestly a cool vibe. Like, there was tons of people there. We were all having a good time. And it was very funny because it was Patriots fans there and everyone else. Including the Seahawks fan. I'm sorry for your loss. That's okay. It was... How many months ago? This September. I'm already past the grieving stage. My grandmother's still not doing great, but I love her a lot. I'm very close with her. This was a vacation. It was just me and my grandma. Nobody else from my family came, because my parents were busy. My brother works. My sister's in school. So this was really nice. It was relaxing. Plus, the warm weather was so nice. But yeah, they didn't give us free drinks, which really annoys me because like other cruise lines just give free drinks to everyone. Like, not only was it not free drinks, the drinks were fucking expensive. I ordered like one vodka Red Bull and they were like, yeah, that'll be $33. It's like, that's fucking ridiculous. So I had a few drinks, but for the rest of the cruise, I just stayed sober for the most part, which is fine because I had like 2 days where like I was genuinely like, holy shit, I'm feeling withdrawal symptoms because I've been high every day for too long. But then once I got used to it, I was like, okay, I can sleep. My mood is better. I'm feeling fine. I told you with a straight face that'd be $33 and you didn't assault them. I was getting into Super Bowl mood, and also they were playing the national anthem while they were having this conversation with me. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking. But yeah.
Turtle dick.
That's sort of my philosophy, Seth, is it's a part of life, you know? It sucks when you lose someone you're close to, but you just have the memories you have, you just gotta, like, you know, and especially in my grandfather's case, he was 85, he had a good, long life. I had 25 years of memories with my grandfather. That's more than most people can get. And I, you know, how much time does anyone really get with their grandparents at the end of the day?
I just got a carpenter.
Carpenter. You know what's really funny is Cold War actually reversed the change that Black Ops 4 made, where carpenters are determined by the number of broken windows. And I believe the drop cycle's normal in this game. Yeah, so okay, here's the other.
Can you get back-to-back max ammos on Cold War?
I think you can get multiple max ammos on one round. It's just that there's a lot of drops in the cycle. Here's another thing that was good about the cruise. For those of you that were wondering, yes, I did gamble on the cruise, obviously, because the casino paid for my cruise. I left with $1,015 profit. So, not only did I have a good vacation,
made some money.
It's much work anyway. Made some money. I didn't realize it was insta-kill. Semtex out! Semtex out! Oh wait, what character am I? I normally choose my character, but I think I forgot to. Because Then bro went back to the casino and lost it all? Nope.
That's not how you roll.
At my peak, I think my highest point, I was up 1,300, and then on the very last day, I took like, I was up $1,225, and I had $210, and I said, I'm gonna put $210, $70 a spin on 3 spins of roulette, and we'll see what happens. And then I lost. But I was like, I'm up 1,000. I am leaving up 1,000. I'm done playing. How much intimate time did you get to spend on the cruise? None. The cruise was just me and my grandma.
What does that mean?
I've never played as this character on Cold War. I always like to play as Woods. but I don't know. She's cool. OTPHJ? I don't know what that means.
Holy shit balls, an invisible drop. It's a goddamn double points.
You're a woman called
Kaka.
Song? There's no... How do I... Oh. Oh, wait. I don't have any other gestures equipped. I was wondering if I had any gestures that show me in third person so I know who I'm playing as. I guess I could turn on, Why is there just a mute sound option? That's very interesting. Can I turn on, subtitles? Where's subtitles? Oh, subtitles. Let's see what character I'm playing as. Yeah, it's Song. Okay. Okay, hot take. I think that subtitles on most zombies games look very clunky, but also it's extremely good as a quality of life feature, and it does surprise me that older games did not have it. Especially because I would not be surprised to find out that there's probably a lot of deaf people who play this game. And so now they get to experience the characters too. Can we do something about the constant zombie elimination captions? Nope, not on Cold War, unfortunately. Usually do the same strat but with the base DIE. It's fun doing it the way you're describing, except the problem is the base DIE can crash your game